4. We're live.
What up, what up, what up? Loftp, life for the party, Portia Madrid. Got that again. Kicking it with my boy.
Still what it do.
And we do have Megan.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, hey, Megan.
Hey there.
Where's she at?
Thank you for coming. You can't see me, but you're here in spirit.
Okay. I ain't gonna be able to see you. Okay, it's all right.
So, Stephen, introduce our guest.
Our guest is the wonderful, lovely voice of. Tell me your name, ma'am.
I am Chimere Scott, international entertainer and recording artist, as well as CEO of Southern Chocolate Entertainment.
Girl, not saying anybody.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. For the people in the back, Lord. Shout out to our sponsors, Willie D Spirits. Of course, we are a Gatherers Group LLC, Black owned and operator supporter. I am now drinking on their rosé. I have to hide it and I cannot keep it on the bottle. I swear to you not. Every time I crack it open, it doesn't last 5 minutes. It's a problem around here.
I didn't get
Yes, because I told you it does not last 5 minutes. I'm on my personal batch.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So shout out to them. The Gatherers Group LLC.
Oh, you exclusive.
Yes, baby. Shout out to Love is Black, Sticky Fingernails, PM Media and Marketing Firm, Savage Life Radio, as well as Jazz Hair. If you would like to become a sponsor, please reach out to loftp100 and we can take care of you. So you heard that R&B is dead, huh?
Who heard that?
Girl, they say it's
Who told you
dead,
that? Who
then
said
other
that?
folks say it's not dead.
No,
We don't know.
R&B ain't dead. R&B can never die. R&B is our roots.
I totally agree.
It can never die.
I guess when you got a lot of rappers that sing now, and
That's where they get it from.
that's true.
So it's never dead.
But
It's never dead. They sampling it. Huh? Come on, somebody.
They are.
I mean, because if you really look at the definition of R&B, it's rhythm and blues.
Rhythm and blues.
So you could still be a rap artist and exhibit rhythm and blues.
Ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Because really, that is where it started.
It's our
but
roots.
I mean,
Yeah. A lot of rappers have a lot of rhythmic, kind of like vocalization in their rapping now. You know what I'm saying? It's very much sing style, song style, you know.
Look at Blue.
So yeah, no, R&B ain't never going nowhere.
Who's
And it's very much sing.
They're gonna make it.
There she go.
Girl, what happened? We can't hear you. What happened, Meg?
Well, no, I'm just agreeing, and I completely agree that a lot of rappers these days they incorporate melodic elements into their music.
There we go.
And I think that ultimately what's happening is that R&B is evolving and changing as things do in the world. People do, animals do, like everything in the world does. So I think that it's really more so a matter of us catching up to the changing definition, or expanding definition of what R&B is.
Yeah.
And then too, I think as well as we're catching up to, let's not forget where we came from, and let's hold people to a certain standard, so where people can't just be all willy-nilly up in R&B, because it's something that you have to possess.
Right.
To put you in that category.
Yeah. If you want to be an R&B singer.
The singer.
Right.
Yeah.
They sing them toxic love songs.
Oh, wait a minute now.
See, I saw somebody on Facebook yesterday talking about how they were talking about all the songs from back in the days. And if you listen to the lyrics now, like how toxic they like.
Yeah. I mean, toxic in that, like I can't live without you. I can't breathe without you.
Yes.
That's
I'm saying Toni Braxton, you know, she has some songs, you know what I mean, that talked about the Lenny Williams.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
End of the road.
It's always been there. You know what I mean? It's always been there. I think that, you know, it's really, really about the expression and all of its expression, R&B, rap music, all of its expression. And it just depends how deep you want to go. So it can be toxic in a sense, but in another sense, it, you know, I don't know. It's like
it's crazy. As the
Real
toxic came out, so did the talent. Because I'd rather you talk about the nasty, toxic stuff in that tune and in that tone versus you talking about this, and it's just like, whoa.
And I guess it's kind of like the balance now, because when you get rappers that are doing more R&B, it's not necessarily about a love song.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So,
like Mo3, it's like everything he said, it's like he sung it. T-Pain, Blue Bedroom, it's a lot of people that's like that. It's just that's how they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the right person for that topic. Love it.
I think so.
Meg, the host girl. Did you hear what happened to the woman that died in Oregon?
Yes, she died a homeless woman, but she had like almost $1 million. I think it was like just under $900,000 of unclaimed money that was her inheritance, and she just never knew. She
never knew.
Right. So she was living home.
They looked for her for some years.
Right. They were looking for her for some years. So what happened is this. She was a recovering drug addict, and her mother passed away. When her mother passed away, it sent her into a tailspin. She relapsed, and she got back on drugs and was on the streets. And so during that time period, there were several attorneys, private investigators, et cetera, looking for this woman, and they just could not pin her down because she was living on the streets. And so she died in a warming center in Oregon. Yeah. So, and I will say this, every single state has a state agency that's called the, what is it called? It's called the Unclaimed Property Office. Mm-hmm. So anytime there's an inheritance in your name, or if the government owes you money, or if an employer owes you money, you can go there and search your name, and they will tell you if you have some unclaimed monies. But most people don't know that.
Yeah, what's the name of that website or number that we can kindly give?
It's your state's Unclaimed Property Office. So if you live in Florida, if you Google Florida Unclaimed Property Office, it should point you, if you find a website or a search result that says .gov, when you search that, then you know it's legit. Now there are some services that, people pay to search, but especially if you move to a different state, like I've been in Atlanta since I was like 7, but I was originally born in Tennessee. So I could have some unclaimed property or unclaimed money in Tennessee. I just don't know. I had to search the Tennessee state office. So it's just something, it's not likely that most people have unclaimed money, but it can happen.
I know, right, Megan? So what does the money go to now?
So now the money goes to the state, essentially, and the state will decide what to do with the money from there. Now, the woman did have children.
Okay.
They have attorneys who are working to get that money.
Okay.
And get it to her children. So I have no doubt that the state will do the right thing. I mean, it's what you do when someone dies. You give the money to the kids.
Oh, you have no doubt that they'll do the right thing?
Right.
The state,
I'm glad you have confidence in the state.
Well, it is Oregon.
In this instance,
nothing but a certain type of people out there. So
this instance, I believe that they would do the right. In this instance, I believe that they would do the right thing.
They're gonna do right.
Yes, they're gonna do right by that white woman that died in the streets.
Right, she's a white woman. Yeah. They have attorneys. So they don't want to be sued for money that unclaimed money.
Them kids called that unclaimed office and was like, look, we're some white children of a white woman who have passed away from a white mother who has left her $884K in inheritance. And we need all of that. They said right away, Mary and Bob, right the fuck away.
Yeah, they're gonna do right by their own now.
Okay.
Sure.
Well,
and the state could be sued if they don't, follow that. So it's not worth the battle.
Okay, that makes a difference. Which is a long lost.
Right. See, her and my daddy used to mess around on the street.
Look at you.
Okay, we're gonna get into this good old what happened was.
Okay.
You know how it go, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You said something about it.
So we're gonna say a person, place, or thing,
okay.
and you're gonna pop it off with what happened was, and then tell us what happened was.
All right.
Okay, and if you don't, I don't know, you're looking pretty spiffy. I might have to do something to your designer. I don't know.
What you gonna do? Okay.
I don't know.
I'm ready. I got it. I got this. I don't really know what's happening, but I got it anyway.
Okay, Greenleaf.
Oh yeah. So what you want to know?
What had happened was?
So what had happened was, I got a phone call from a very, very good friend of mine. And she told me that she was actually the assistant to the music director who was producing the music for the television series drama Greenleaf, which was, on the OWN network, some Oprah Winfrey money. So she called me about some Oprah Winfrey money.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am.
Yeah.
Greenleaf season 2, I was a part of the vocal ensemble. So there was the 2 churches that they had, right? And I was a part of the praise team. And I also got to do a vocal feature on the Greenleaf season 3 soundtrack, which won an NAACP award.
Oh,
yes.
So
That's awesome.
you can hear me if you go to YouTube right now. You put in season 3 Greenleaf soundtrack season 3. You can put in the song Free. That's the song that I'm on. You can put in Free and you'll be able to hear the song right there.
That's such a coincidence, girl.
Yes.
If you go to the last season of Greenleaf and type in hollering lady in the church, you'll find me. Yes, with some curly hair looking down. Yes, ma'am, that was me.
So did you do some background work?
I did. I did. Yep.
Wait a minute, which season? The last season?
The last season,
Gotcha.
the last episode.
Okay.
It's me hollering all in
Gotcha.
the church.
Gotcha. I'm
Yes.
gonna go check out your work.
Yes.
I'm gonna go check out
Girl,
your
I
work.
holler with the best of them.
What you got, Megan? Which one you got?
So the next, what had happened was, hold on. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right list.
Hey, watch me hold on this drink. This rosé from the Gather.
I don't want to
It's
hear.
giving me
I don't want to
life.
hear about it because I don't.
Yes, Willie B, baby. Black owned and operated. You cannot beat it. He put his granny's toe in it.
Is this it?
This is
Okay,
the
let's get back on track. Chimere, what had happened was Ludacris.
What had happened was, so me and Ludacris Chris Bridges met a long time ago when we were both kids coming up in the music industry. We used to do this show called Atlanta Live, and there was this host on that show. His name was Po Daddy Chocolate.
Oh, Po Daddy.
Shout out to Po Daddy Chocolate, wherever you might be. We met during that show, and I was probably, I might have been 12, 13 years old. So he was probably 2 years older than that when me and Chris first met.
Who, Po Daddy Chocolate?
No, Ludacris.
Oh.
Ludacris. I was about 13. Ludacris, right. So I was probably like 13. Chris was probably a good maybe 15 or so. And that's when we first met. And we just kept in touch over the years, running into each other, whatever the case may be. When he did his very first project, which was his independent CD, it was called Word of Mouth. This is when Chris groundbreaking album.
It was,
which was the one that he sold out the trunk and showed us all that independent music release and music careers were possible.
Right.
So I was on that very, very first project. He called me to come do a song, and the song I did was called It's Cold Outside. So I could be your favorite vocalist and you don't even know it.
nice.
You don't even know it.
So you've been around like that, huh?
I've been around like that. So I did that. They re-released it on I think Interscope, whoever picked them up, and then it became back for the first time. That's when it went mainstream. They put took some songs from that project, put them on this new album, did some more songs. I did some more songs with them on that. And from there, it's history. I worked on the Disturbing the Peace album.
Nice.
Now that's my shit.
Yeah. I'm all over. All them skits that you hear.
That's you.
That's me.
It sounds like you. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm a big Ludacris fan. That's awesome.
Right?
Oh, that's you too.
Wow.
It's all you.
All of that.
Wow.
All of me.
Okay,
See, I told you.
Girl.
So all them skits, that's me. And then I later went on did some stuff with 2 Chainz and Chandra Bangladesh production. That's who started out with Chris. That's who did what's the song of Lick 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 You?
Yes.
We know Bangladesh.
Yeah, so he did all that, and then we started working on my project. So I mean, that's my family.
That when you on the track, come on, fuck me. That
wasn't me.
Okay,
that wasn't me.
Southern Chocolate.
Southern Chocolate.
What happened?
What had happened was let me see. When I got my first, let's say, publishing deal, and this was now with Organized Noise, shout out to Organized Noise, right? Groundbreaking production company who produced
everybody.
Outkast,
everybody in Atlanta should know who they
exactly.
are. Right.
Organized Noise. That's Atlanta history right there.
Right.
Down in the dungeon. I used to be down in the dungeon, recording, making records. I had the opportunity to sign a deal with his group Rico Wade's group at that time, which was called The Connect. And one of the main members of that group was who we know now to be Future.
Shut your mouth.
He had another name at that point. I can't remember.
Meatball.
Meathead.
Yeah.
So I got a chance to have a featured song on their album
with Meathead,
which landed me with Future, which landed me my own deal, and I had to come up with a name for my publishing company, and I thought of, and it was Southern Chocolate. And Southern Chocolate for me was just the simplest way to identify myself. I'm a Southern Chocolate girl from Atlanta, Georgia, making music. You know what I mean? And
so it wasn't from Chris's homeboy.
No, it was about me. It was a description of myself.
Okay.
It was me owning, the simplest parts about me, you know what I mean, and my roots, Southern Chocolate girl from Atlanta.
Right.
And I named my company that, and then it's now grown into my entertainment company. And for me, Southern Chocolate represents a sector of the entertainment industry, I feel, that doesn't get a lot of, recognition and respect. Beautiful Black people, and me being a female-owned chocolate woman owning, with an entertainment company, we it's representation for me. You know what I'm saying? In an industry that's male-dominated,
right?
And dominated in other, other areas as well.
Right.
So that's Southern Chocolate Entertainment.
I love it.
That's what had happened.
What happened was.
That's what happened.
Okay, Tina Turner and them.
You see,
you was rolling.
Every now and again.
Yeah, don't do it.
Every now and again, I think you might want to hear something from us. Nice
and easy.
So Tina Turner. All right. So
what happened?
What happened was I became a Tina Turner tribute artist. The first time that I got the opportunity to play Tina Turner was in a musical produced here in Atlanta by a big theater company, the Atlanta Lyric Theater. And I got a phone call, from some colleagues of mine, and they were like, we want to refer you to this theater company for this show. And the show was called Beehive, the 60s musical, and it basically portrayed all of these popular female groups and female singers from the 60s. And in the second half of the production, we do these tributes to these artists like Janis Joplin, Aretha Franklin, and Tina Turner. So they asked me to do Tina. And when I stepped in those shoes,
oh yeah, I seen you too. You definitely.
And this was back in 2012.
Oh, them arms are swollen.
So I started studying Tina. And when I stepped in those shoes, it was like, oh yeah, this feels too right. You know what I mean? And from there, it sparked the idea of the tribute, doing a tribute, becoming a tribute artist, not an impersonator,
but a
tribute artist. So I take on the persona, the character, the image of Tina. I'm still Chimere, but I pay homage to her in this tribute.
So Chimere, when you sing it, do you sing it just like her, or do you put your Chimere
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
It's a little bit of both because I'm not Tina.
Right.
And I'm not trying to be Tina. Honestly, it's an honor for me to play the character.
Right.
I'm just trying to live up to, who she is and what she did. So, there's Chimere in it, but I take on some laughed up good child down in the city. Working for the man every night and day.
Yeah.
But I never lost one man at a street because I was worried about the way that things might have been. Megan, I'm so
Yes.
Jesus. It's for me to, because I'm an actress as well, as well as being a singer and R&B singer, and singer-songwriter. I'm an actress. I had the privilege to hone my skills as an actor as well. So this Tina tribute, I love it so much because it challenges every part of my artistry, from dancing to acting to singing to, just all of that. It brings all of that. Tina ain't no joke.
She ain't
never been no joke. So doing it challenges me in every way. And that's why I love it. Yeah.
Girl, I love that so much.
Yeah.
I was about to say, forget the rest of the interview, baby. Just sing some more.
It's fun. Yeah. So it's called Timeless Tina. So you can follow that tribute at Timeless Tina tribute on IG and the website as well.
What's the last one we got, Megan?
Gosh, that was so amazing. That just touched me because that is a huge inspiration of mine, and my grandmother really loved Tina Turner. They have similar life stories, so it means so much to me that you did that. Thank you for that. But the last one is Dream Girls.
Dream Girls. Okay, so Dream Girls. My mother, God rest her soul. My mother took me to see Dream Girls, and I want to say it was one of the first musical productions that I got a chance to see. She took me to see that at the Fox Theater, and I had always heard about it, but I finally got a chance to go and see the musical. And when I saw it, I was like, I want to play that part. I want to be in this. I want to do this.
Who you want to be?
I wanted to be Dina.
Oh.
That's who I thought I wanted to be.
Until
I was casted as Laurel. And so the same theater that I was telling you about, Atlanta Lyric Theater, you know what I mean? They love them some Chimere, and I love me some them, because they called me back when it came time for them to do the production of Dream Girls. And they called me to do it. We auditioned for the roles, and they casted me as Laurel. And once I got a chance to really, really read through the script, it was like, this is who I'm supposed to be. This is who I'm supposed to play. So I played Laurel in Dream Girls, and the thing about it is, I was casted in it the same year that my mother passed.
Oh, wow!
My mom passed in 2016, and I remember being at the hospital, and we were getting ready to go into rehearsals for it, and we were talking about coming to the show and my family coming to the show and things like that. But the opening night that I did the show, so my mom passed, and I was able to forge through the rehearsal process and all of those things. And the opening night, after the curtains went down, we did the show, the curtains went down, and all of a sudden everybody gathered around me in this big circle, and I'm in the middle of it. And they brought me this beautiful bouquet of roses, and I just cried because it felt like my mom. I had no idea they were planning this, no idea, but everybody, knew. They knew. Mm-hmm. And they brought me, and like I wasn't the lead. I wasn't the lead in the
they
play,
understood,
but they brought me this love, and it just felt like mama. It felt like my mama being like, "I see you, baby." Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It was magical. It felt right. Even playing the part, it was just, it was such a full circle full circle moment to be able to do that. So dream girls, that's something me and my mom, because I was my mama's dream girl. I was her dream girl, and she was mine. So it's something that we share together. So that production will always have a very, very special place in my heart.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Ooh,
Oh,
you're giving us all the feels. Like, oh my goodness.
yes, I got you, girl.
Yep. Living my dreams though, y'all. I'm that dream girl. Like I'm living my dreams. I'm those three women in that production and doing that production for me. It felt so real and surreal. It felt like I was living out my life on stage because since a girl, I've always hoped to be an entertainer, to be a singer, and I built this career for myself that looks like my own design for my life. I've had all of these dreams and aspirations and how I thought it was going to go and how I wanted to go. But the one thing that I did was I allowed it to be organic and become what it has become. And it's allowed me to do all kinds of stuff, to grace all kinds of stages, from here to Africa to Sweden to, I've just been all of these places off of my talent and my gift. And I'm grateful that my success is my own and it's not in comparison to anybody else's.
Right.
I can say anything to any dreamers out there. Don't sit and compare yourself to the next person. You know what I mean? Strive for your dreams, your goals, design your career, whatever it is. If it's singing, it don't got to be singing, it don't got to be music, whatever that is, accounting, fashion, podcasting, whatever it is. Don't sit around and waste your time comparing yourself to others. Spend that energy defining your success for you. And that'll bring you
Girl.
That's a word.
by you.
Megan, she anointed, girl.
No, she really is, though. Yes, you are.
No, she definitely anointed, baby. You just touched something, but somebody needs to hear that.
Yes, stay excited and energetic about your ish. And don't be worried about everybody else's. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, somebody.
That's it.
Come on. Jeez, I don't even know what to say. But send us to church. Give us a little dough. You want to take us again?
You want to go?
Get something original to you.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take you to church.
Okay.
So I just can't give up now. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy, but I don't believe he brought me this far. Said I don't believe he brought me this far. Oh, I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
Yes.
I start tearing up.
No, for real. Like I can't even. I'm about to leave y'all. I gotta log on. I gotta log on. I'm tripping. This is so on time for me, honey. You don't even know.
I am.
And you have a beautiful voice, by the way.
Thank you.
Can you share some of your musical influences?
Oh yeah. So one of my very first musical influences was Diana Ross.
Okay.
And I just love the glamour of Diana Ross. I love the glamour, the class, the elegance, the style, the stature of her. She was just iconic in my little eyes when I was a little girl. And then from Diana Ross, there was Whitney Houston, who was my idol. And I remember my very first performance. I was 7 years old, and I sang her song, "The Greatest Love of All." And we was all singing "The Greatest Love of All."
At 7? Ooh.
I'm an '80s baby, you know what I'm saying? And Whitney Houston, that's who, it was her. That's who we all wanted to be and be like. And so I would sing all of her songs. So Whitney Houston, Diana Ross. Me and my mom used to love some Patti LaBelle. She used to be hollering and kicking them shoes off, and we used to be jumping down. So definitely Patty, and then moving forward, Lauren Hill.
Yes, I'll wait for you to say that.
Lauren Hill.
Of course.
I was Lauren Hill, throbbing my pain with his fingers. I was Lauren Hill in high school, like literally. So Lauren Hill is an influence as well. Yeah. And then I love Brandy.
Yes.
Vocally.
Yes.
So
Brandy,
underrated.
Jasmine
Unmatched.
Bolden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are my girls.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my peers, who I would consider my peers. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the name? Tamar Braxton said that too. My peers.
Ah!
Beyonce and those are my peers. Okay? We was twiddling at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
I'm still caught up on you, girl. I don't even know what to say, Meg. Take it away, baby. I'm just over here in love.
But I am too. I'm getting my soul fed.
Yeah.
Right.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
We ain't even
Yes,
got
ma'am.
many questions
Because you didn't say it all, baby. You
Amen.
didn't say it all.
Right. But I will say this. I am
here.
And we are glad that you came to bless
Yeah,
us.
I appreciate
Yes.
y'all for having me.
You know, tell us about the event that you got coming up.
Yes, so June 26th is going down in Atlanta. It's going to be, I'm having a wonderful event. It's a cocktail tasting hosted by my entertainment company, Southern Chocolate Entertainment, and a Southern Edge beverage company. We are introducing a new cocktail mixer from the Southern Edge company. It's a passionberry cocktail mixer, and we like cocktails around here.
We do.
Clearly.
Right.
So
Especially
we're
black
hosting,
owned and operated.
There we go. And it is. It's black owned and operated. So we're having a cocktail mixer, a mixer of people, a mixer of good energy. We're giving away, we got prizes, door prizes. We have wonderful vendors. We're going to have a cigar lounge outside on the patio. We got a cigar vendor that's going to be there.
Oh, awesome.
Free food, free cocktails.
So you
I'm
need Loft P.
performing, and Loft P is gonna be there covering the whole event.
Right for the party, baby. Come on, Meg, baby.
Come
You know
I need to come.
come through, you know what I mean, and make it do what it do. I'm gonna be performing as well. We got comedic host Rod Minger.
Okay.
He's gonna be there. And it's just gonna be a dope, sexy. Can I say?
Yes, you can. You can.
Okay, so that's the dress code, grown and sexy.
It's gonna be a dope, sexy, grown, and events. You know what I'm saying? It's something you can bring your boo to, or
Your
something
weed
you
to.
might find at. You know what I mean? We plan to have people in the building of great stature, business-minded people. You know what I'm saying? All the right energy, all the right feels. June 26th, 6 to 8 o'clock. The tickets are available on Eventbrite. Hopefully we can post some kind of link or something like that so you all can go and get tickets if you desire. My page is at Chimere World, so you can
you spell that?
Chimere World. So that's CHIMERE World, at Chimere World. To follow me, you can DM me for your ticket link. I'll send you a link so you can pick up your ticket at Eventbrite. But it's gonna be dope. It's just gonna be dope.
What else you working on for 2022?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Good.
That part.
Right.
I'm glad you asked.
Right.
I am in the process of filming a docu-short. So it's a documentary / short film about my life, about my journey.
Wow.
I got a story to tell. I done told a little bit of it since we've been sitting here. But I have a story to tell, and we are right now in the process of filming that. We're going to be filming the night of the event as well. So along with that short is going to accompany a musical soundtrack. So new music from yours truly is on the way also. But I'm excited about that because I feel like my story, more than anything, is inspirational.
Yeah.
It's for the dreamers. The thing about it is I hadn't sold 1 million records, y'all. I ain't sold 1 million records. You know what I mean?
But you will.
But I didn't have to.
Right. You define success on your own terms.
Right.
But I didn't have to be called to come to Spain.
Right.
I didn't have to records
To
to
be
go
international.
3 months
Yeah.
international on tour. I didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? I've worked with so many people and had so many opportunities. You know what I mean? So don't think that it's got to happen a certain way. You know, my story is I made my career what I wanted it to be. I want doors to be open for me. I'm creating them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting around waiting for opportunity. I'm putting myself in a position to obtain the things that I want. And that's my biggest staple as far as me being, you know, an artist. I'm not only an artist, an entertainer, I'm a business.
Right.
Yes.
So
What's gonna be the title?
Southern chocolate.
make sure that you're a business as well. You know, create longevity and stability for yourself.
Right.
And in this documentary, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see my life and the things that some of the things I've gone through, what I'm going through now, just to forge my path. You know.
What's the title?
Sister, brothers, best friends.
You said, do
for
I
the
need?
movie? Get
Yeah, right.
What we need for the commercial? Let us know.
What's the title? Can y'all hear me?
Right.
I need y'all to show up on June 26th.
Nobody can hear me.
Okay.
June 26th.
Can anybody hear me?
We
For
in
your
the building.
girl.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Okay, so we gonna be. You know we gonna be there.
I know
June
y'all. I
26th.
know y'all gonna be there.
Now we don't know where Steve gonna be, but me and Meg gonna be
Okay,
there.
got you.
We gonna. Okay, so we had some people knew you was coming
I'll
to the
be there.
show,
Okay,
and they you know,
Okay.
they gotta get your advice.
okay.
Dear loftp, I've
Okay.
been in a relationship for over 7 years now, and I still feel like we don't know each other. Although I know we love one another, what should we do?
Okay, so you've been in a relationship. How many years? Is
7.
it? 7 years.
Mhm.
And I feel like we don't know each other.
Even though the love is there, they don't feel like they know each
Wait a
other.
minute, did I send this?
Did you?
Was this the
You
one
in
I
a predicament?
Is this the one I sent?
Dear me to me.
No, wait. Sorry about me. From me. Okay, all right. So, and you've been in this relationship 7 years, and you feel like you still don't know each other, but you have love there. 7 years is a long time. I do believe that 7 years is also a good amount of time to get to know someone as well. So when you say don't know each other, we have to kind of define that, because you can know one another but still be choosing not to abide by one another. So there's a difference there. You know what I'm saying? So we got to really define what's really going on between the two of you, because I do believe that in relationships, they're all about choice. They're all about choice. And sometimes you do have to make that hard decision, that hard choice of whether to stay, whether to go, whether you've invested enough time, or whether you haven't. So I think, my friend, that what you need to do is assess your investment and assess your contribution, and really, really look at self first. You know what I'm saying? And determine whether you vested enough transparency in order to let yourself be known, and then look at the next person, you know what I mean, and go from there. But you got to start with self. You got to start with self first.
I love it.
Yeah.
What's the name of that song? If you don't know me by now.
If you, yes, no,
Right.
come on. Now that'll preach. Now
You
that,
feel me?
and then if not that, then what he said.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to hit the road, Jack.
If not that part, then what he said.
Baby, after 7 years, that's the year of completion, baby.
Yeah.
You don't know me at the year of completion. You got to complete the exit. Thanks.
Hey, look, yeah, we definitely appreciate you for coming, and we will be in the building.
Yes.
On the 26th, baby.
Yes.
And I will be at the casting call for the commercial, the movie,
Yes,
and the short
come
film.
through. I got you. Come through.
Megan gonna play my kid's sister.
Come through.
I will.
And tell them again where to find you on social media.
Okay, so you can find me at Chimere World. That's CHIMERE World. Also, my entertainment company is at Southern Chocolate ENT1 on Instagram and on Facebook as well. So it's both at Chimere World, at Southern Chocolate ENT on both.
And where can they get your music?
So I have my self-produced independent project is available on all, streaming platforms, iTunes, Spotify. You can Google me.
Google me.
Yes.
Baby. Actually, no, real talk. Like you can put in Chimere, Scott, and all kinds of music will come up. All kinds of information on my discography will come up. But you can go, you can go to iTunes, you can go to Spotify, and yeah.
Girl, let me do a quick little PR move. Let me get you verified. It sounds like you should be verified on Instagram.
Yeah.
Let me get your blue check.
Absolutely. You got pull on.
Yeah, girl. You got the, if you Google boo, we can get you verified. Shoot, tell a man, you didn't do the hard work now.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, look, we appreciate you for coming. We usually have something in your glass.
Yeah.
She got a little something.
I got a little residue.
And he always likes to cut it short before paying these bills, baby. Shout out to Willie B Spirits. Okay, the Gatherers Group LLC, not the group, but the group.
Mm-hmm.
Love is Black, Sticky Fingernails, PM Media Marketing Firm, Savage Life Radio, Jazz Hair, and we couldn't have any of this done without Atherton West J Media and his very unique ways, shall I say? Shout out to him, home of the good people, good people, good people.
So we like to take a shot before we leave.
Okay.
Oh, she gonna drink up a shot.
I was toasting to
Right.
the Atherton West Bay. I was toasting.
Yes, good people. You love the good people.
I love the good people.
So on 1, 2, 3, we say love, peace. So we go like this: 1, 2, 3.
Love, peace. Come on, man.
Till next time.
Cheers.
Thank you.